I love music. I'm like a real avid music lover.
I started just giving like Thin Men a chance.
What you say?
Skinny. I started giving Skinny Men a chance.
Thin Men.
And then
Thin Men.
I saw him on tour, and I was like, yes.
Oh, you saw him on tour?
Yeah, he was on Drake tour. They went on tour together.
Wait, you went?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Madison Square Garden.
You went to that one.
Wait, what day? I think I was Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. I'm probably lying.
Hey, look, we still jealous of that.
That shit was crazy. It was one of the best concerts ever.
I love Drake in concert. I went to see him in Lil Wayne, and then I went to see him in Future in Atlanta. I was like, if I see Future in concert, I have to go to Atlanta. Like, I need to feel it. Best concert. So I'm there. I met the guy next to me. He's like, I'm here by myself. I said, me too. So we just became like friends. And I'm like, I wonder if
you went to a concert by yourself?
Yes. I will go to a concert by myself. I'm gonna go see him and J. Cole.
Tempest did that before. She went and saw Anita Baker.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience.
Anita Baker and a Future concert by yourself is very different.
No, but, the same thing. But I'm like, I had to feel it. So I went, and the guy, I'm like, I wonder if Young Thug is gonna come out. He was like, yo, I don't know. So I'm like texting, I'm putting my Snapchat up, and he kept tapping me. I'm like, yeah. He was like, look, I saw Thug. I was like, my night was.
My best was that Baby and Dirk concert was good.
Yeah,
really? It was.
Brought out, yeah.
I felt like it was too much for me. Like that for me was a lot. I'm like, Baby and then Jerk and then gang shit. It's like a lot. I don't know.
STG came out.
See, that was too much for me.
Uzi came out.
It was too gangster for me.
No, but the thing is, you can tell like the difference between like performers. Like Dirk is like real hood. Like,
yeah,
he just he perform.
I don't like the way Meek performs. It's very dry to me.
Little Baby
was lit. What Dreams and Nightmares had the place going.
He do the dirt bike shit still. Like, it's just very much the same. Every time I see
it's the same.
Little Baby is a performer. Yeah. Like, he is.
That's how I feel about Future. Like, Future puts on a fucking show. Like, I will always
Fire.
Go see Future.
That little
dancers.
Yeah.
They be like, they be doing their little. I be like, go ahead, Future.
Like, maybe I like setups and shit.
Mm-hmm. But Drake is really like one of my favorite people to see. I mean,
same. Right.
The Drake and Wayne concert, I didn't even think that I would like these niggas were really in the sky, like on the little floaty thingies and
I went to see that.
And Queens. Like that show was one of my favorite shows because like it was really like not a father and a son, but a mentor.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Well, they had a whole
fucking amazing.
They did? Yeah, where you would like
I got a shirt from you.
Oh, on who you think is gonna win that night, Drake or Wayne?
Really?
And they ended with my favorite fucking song. Believe Me. Nobody really gives Believe Me that much credit. I love the fucking song. My friend was like, they're not gonna perform that. I said, bitch, they better. They played that shit. I was like, yeah. I'm a different person at a concert.
Same. I saw Drake for the first time with the Migos. Aubrey and the
wish.
Three Migos. Girl.
I wish.
Okay. And then I saw him this time. Yeah.
I'm going to see him and Cole. And when I go, I'm going to be very much in some baggy jeans, hair in a bun, very much giving comfort because I might cry the whole J. Cole set.
But that's why I love concerts, though. You are in a room with thousands of people that feel the same thing you feel. Mm-hmm. Oh, we outside. Yeah. Like that Drake concert, it ain't. You could be in 12, 50, black, Spanish, white. Everybody was just vibing. And like, Drake is the real vibe curator.
Yeah, I love Drake.
Shout outs to Aubrey.
I have these moments. We about to really do the intro, y'all. 1 second. I have these moments where I be like, I just want to listen to Drake today.
Yes. Like, yes.
Drake, Future, Summer Walker are the three people who I'm like, you know what? This is what I want to hear for for the next 3 days. I just want to listen to Drake. And I'm like going through different albums like, ooh, I remember how I felt when this album came out. Right. Ooh, I remember when this came out.
His catalog is OD.
It's insane.
What's your favorite Drake album?
Best Drake album?
Yeah, which one is your best? Let me look. I gotta look.
I know, because I've done this with a few times.
Because when I look at the songs, I'm like, wait a minute, that one made me feel a certain type of way.
It depends on where I'm at in my life. Like right now, Scorpion got it right for me.
How you feel about Take Care?
I like Take Care.
I think it's the one. What's the one with Do Not Disturb?
Do Not Disturb.
What called Do Not Disturb?
Nah.
Is that More Life?
More Life,
no.
Yeah.
See, for me, right now it is Scorpion, and If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
I'm gonna talk my shit.
I did not expect that album to be as good as it was.
Bitch.
Jesus.
In the beginning, especially, there's no skips.
Views was really good too.
I gotta see what's on Views.
Views was good.
It was one of his best albums.
Take Care is definitely in my top 3.
Is that the one with the baby face? That got Wu-Tang Forever on it.
Okay, so Take Care has Over My Dead Body, which is one of my top.
Okay.
Shot for Me, everybody's top. I can see it in your eyes, you're angry, regret, oh, what you feeling?
Here we go with the lyrics.
Like me.
Because I'm over here listening like
mad because nobody ever did it like me.
I was like,
period. Take Care with Rihanna. Marvin's Room. This is an elite album.
right. Take Care was definitely.
Make Me Proud. No.
The Ride is the best song in that album.
Crew Love is on there.
Faded. That's that one?
That's the one we keep talking about, like.
Yeah. That's the Weekend in the back going in. Oh my God, this album was amazing. This album was amazing.
I want him and the Weekend back
here.
together. Him and the Weekend.
Yeah, me too.
I want him back on OVO.
Look What You've Done. Look What You've Done is one of my favorite songs, like of all time.
Oh yeah, that's how he opened the concert. You was there when his mother was there. We was at the same show, JoJo, and I was about to be from here with it for open and act. Okay,
yeah.
She's sitting there. Oh my God, I'm getting teary now.
This is what music does to me. It just makes me so happy. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely say Take Care is one of my favorite Drake albums. Yeah, it's like my top 3, and then I could just kind of like Take Care. I'm not gonna say Views. I'm gonna put Views in my top 5. Probably like my 4th, but.
Because Views is when he was beefing with Meek. He was recording.
Which made him write the fuck out of them.
He was recording.
Well, he said that on More Life.
He was like.
On More Life, he said that he was mad writing Views.
Right.
See, Tuscan Leather was a real rap album. Not Tuscan Leather. Nothing Was the Same was a real rap
that's
album.
Why I like it.
Because, yeah, like Tuscan Leather is like a rap song.
Cake on it.
Further,
yes.
It's one of the best songs ever.
Yes.
Just hold on, we're coming home. Go. That's my summertime cookout song. Drive to the cookout, listen to that.
How did we get here?
All right, guys, let's really start. We're gonna have to edit this in somewhere. Welcome back to Unprovoked the podcast.
I am your host. Go ahead.
No, I almost said it, but I didn't. So, y'all, welcome back to Unprovoked the podcast, where we talk about all things sent to provoke you and how to navigate through those things. I really have to remember how to say it without saying I am your host. I had to think about that just now.
But I like I am your host.
I am your host.
I am your host. Shanice.
S dollars, K dollars, V dollars.
Okay.
Yeah, but
word. That's how issues with every song.
Welcome back, guys.
It's K dollars.
It's B bands.
B bands. Oh, and guess what, y'all? JoJo got a mic today.
Yay! Snap it up for JoJo. She definitely went and got that J-Port. Yeah, Joe Jizzle. I be calling him Joe Jizzle in my head.
That's what
that's definitely a pause.
Oh, man, I was thinking like that.
Be calling me.
Oh, he do?
No, he'd be like Joe Jeezy.
Joe Jeezy. All right, Joe Jeezy. Yeah, but welcome back, y'all. I don't know how JoJo's gonna edit this, but we definitely just had a whole conversation about concerts and everything else. But yeah, we are.
As you can see, we had another. Whoa.
What?
We had another rough night, and Shanice did not come to an unprovoked outing.
Listen, you know the post that says sometimes you got to sit it out. Sit it out.
I'm fighting for my life.
Peer pressured into going outside if you don't want to go outside.
Peer pressured.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I was, Shanice. I should have said that.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta sit it out.
My old ass should have been in the bed.
Yeah, yesterday was one of those, and I actually.
Oh, I can't wait to drop, Giovanni. This is the clip we dropping, and
now they want to drop clips.
Y'all see me drinking coffee? Y'all know I never drink coffee on camera.
Of all,
this the clip. Fighting. This the clip we gonna drop in how Brittany act when she go outside.
Brittany was in here asleep on the couch with the glasses on.
We also gonna drop this.
I needed a nap, y'all.
This is a hard episode for me today because I don't have any lip gloss. What?
Yo, yesterday they're like, "Is that your friend Brittany? She got a ponytail." Wow. She got a ponytail. I'm like, I don't know. Brittany changed her hair every other day. How am I supposed to know what?
Because how I looked at 8 in the morning was very different how I looked at 8 at night. Okay,
I'm like, I don't know what she got on today. And then, sure enough, here she comes with the ponytail. I said, "Oh yeah, that was her."
It's mine.
So let's see.
I think I'm retired. I'm done up. I think I'm done up.
No, you ain't.
My name was so cool until Brittany got there.
What the fuck that mean?
Whoa.
It was like everything was good, and then all of a sudden it was just like.
The party don't start till I walk in.
It's like boom, crash.
I had a good time. I sat up. I was home this morning watching The Family Business, just waiting for the phone to ring because I felt like the girls was sleeping in, so I didn't want to mess. I seen Instagram. I saw they having a time. Right. See, that's why we here. I seen the girls outside. I said, I'm gonna just wait it out. That's why when the text came in, I was like, oh, they're up.
I set my alarm in a club last night.
She was like, "We have to shoot tomorrow."
I said, I have responsibilities.
Yeah, I was like, I was just on the phone, like, just watching TV, waiting.
As soon as you get in there, right, the section next to us, the guy was like, "Oh shit," he was like, "The podcast crew here." I said,
"Who said that?"
Some guy.
Oh, shit, see you, brother.
The ride.
Some guy, he said, "Oh, the podcast crew is here." I was like, I didn't even know you follow me on Instagram.
And it is so funny because like we show up how we are. Mm-hmm. I'm out here in like wide leg pants, like very like
she looked like somebody rich auntie for real. Bitch has silk on
in a spot with the silk,
like.
And I'm like, yo, Brittany is sweating. Like, man.
I said, it is hot.
Always hot. Jojo, can you put the air on?
It's hot. Like,
yo, so I go to somebody wearing a sweater. I'm like, are you hot? And he's like, nah, I'm good. I said, Brittany is dying.
I said, oh my God. Like,
shots is kicking in.
Yeah. But I'm here. We're alive.
Barely.
And we're happy.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
And then I'm on the phone and she's like, I think we're going to Afties. I said, Afties?
I got activated.
You did.
And then it was just like, well. But then once I ate, I was like, we're going to Betty's.
That's what happened.
We're going to Betty's. Night.
That's what happens though. Like, you be outside, you be like, all right, what's next? As soon as you get a little bit of food, you be like,
And that's the thing. My little heart rate up, my adrenaline pumping. I'm like, what's up? It's 3:34 in the morning.
You down. You be like, I'm going to bed.
It brought me right back to reality.
But the girls had a time last night.
A time was had. And it surely reminded me of, I can't do this no more.
Yeah. You want to do this again? Holla at me in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to be recovering.
Definitely summer. Definitely.
Look, plotting. You see the smile on her face? Definitely summer.
So excited.
Definitely.
Maybe you should be there. Shanice's last outing was August. Shanice also, on my birthday, went to the wrong club and she was there by herself.
I do a lot of shit by myself. I'm a loner.
She called
but it
me
was an
like,
accident though.
She was like, "You're at Playroom, right?" I'm like, "What? It's Play."
I'm like, this is and the craziest part about it was I'm like, I'm here for Kim, and it was like, oh, Kim takes me to a girls section. I guess her name was Kim too, and I'm like, I said, these ain't the girls. And he's like, you said Kim. I'm like, this is the wildest shit ever. That somebody else's birthday is, and her name is Kim.
Well, did the girls try to like receive you with warm arms?
Yeah, they was just like smiling, like, cause you know sometimes when you go out, a friend of a friend, so you just like everybody just like being nice and shit. I said, these ain't the girls.
Y'all try that. Get you a common name. Show up to the club. Be like, I'm here for Brad. I'm here for Dante and them. Yeah. Just see how far
I'm here for Dante and them.
I ended up staying in there for like an hour and a half. So I was sitting at the door like, oh my gosh, I got to go to another spot. The guy was like, what did he say to me? He was like, why are you leaving? I'm like, because my friend ain't here. Like, this is the room. He was like, yo, stay. I was like, I'm not staying here. He was like, I'll pay you to stay. I said like this. So I text Kim like, bitch, I'll be here for a little bit. I'm going to sneak out.
I got to be here for a little bit.
Give me a little second.
Girl, she lucky I wasn't.
As soon as that nigga went to the DJ booth, I was like, out of there. Had a little hookah. I said, I face off, like, drinking hookah, little liquor, having a time. I was like, a little liquor. Went to the section, had a little shot, a little drink. I'm like, all right, as soon as this man spin off, he spent off to the DJ booth, I made sure I had eyes on him. He didn't have no eyes on me, and I fucking slid out that bitch quick. It was like 20 minutes maybe.
Kim, this was good.
Barista.
She had a trouble making that thing. It was good.
Sugar.
You did it.
It was a struggle, but I did it.
She was having some
Look at this.
complications.
But yeah, so it was definitely, there was a lot of provoking things, but
They had fun yesterday. We wish we could tell y'all more, but
If we could find decent clips, we'll
there is none.
well, there's that. Take our word for it.
There was none. So last week we kind of ended on a very abrupt note because we was going way too deep and that conversation was about to be very long. But like I said, JoJo got his mic today and JoJo did his homework for the past week.
so the conversation was.
So the conversation is that men love unconditionally and women love with conditions. So
Most likely.
Let's take a vote.
Not every woman.
Let's take a vote.
and it all was based off of
So, if you think that on this couch and behind the scenes, if you think that men love unconditionally, raise your hand.
I'm like-
Men. You changed your mind?
I think men and women love unconditionally.
Okay, if you think that women love unconditionally, raise your hand.
Y'all ain't been following this story. Homework.
Look at me, arms folded.
Y'all haven't seen the guy and the girl that's living in the storage unit? Nobody saw that on 96
Yeah, but it's giving Krishan.
That's giving Krishan.
Yeah.
Really? So that's giving Krishan, but why is that not unconditional love?
And sometimes you be young. First of all, she's a lot younger than him. She's like, I think 8 years.
So
9
we're
years
bringing
younger
age
than him.
into it.
You gotta factor everything.
What's the conditions
You gotta
and the
factor everything
parameters?
because if I'm a lot of times when you younger, you just threw me off. You know we love each other. No, a lot of times it's easier to be manipulated how old were. See, can you see how old they were? I think she was like 8 or 9 years. I read in the comments.
21.
She was a lot younger than him, though. They said.
So if the shoe was on the other foot, and if she was him and he was her, would it still be the same?
I think when you're younger, it's easy. Younger, period, it's easier to be manipulated.
Wait, what was
Well,
the
JoJo's
question?
21.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about every single person in the
the
world.
story
But
is that this couple.
I seen the video.
Okay.
So, but Shanice's saying,
I'm
well,
saying
she's
that
young.
she's saying like that the girl is loving him unconditionally. I'm saying they're saying that she's a lot younger than him.
Aren't
so-
they both fucked up?
Right, but who knows? So
And
look,
she's still there.
So look,
Storage unit, homeless,
right,
and
so
all.
I'm saying if he's
conditions.
like 32 and she's 21, he's probably feeding her enough stuff for her to be like, oh, I love him so much, like I'm gonna go everywhere. Because Jaden apparently came from a decent home. Jaden and Blueface. Jaden came from a decent home. Jaden lived in her car with Blue for like a couple years before they had that baby, until Blueface's mother came and was like, oh, but look at how she's being manipulated today. It's manipulation.
Her love is so
Some girl.
unconditional. She was living in a car, baby.
She's been manipulated forever. Like, look at the man that we talking about, though.
Yeah, but we're talking about most likely though.
But I just gave 2 examples of the woman still loving unconditionally.
we talking about 2 people.
But what
that
about
could
the 100 of examples of women's that I can't love a man if he don't do this and all
Yo,
that shit?
That's not. I
There's
don't
a
know.
podcast.
I don't know if that's
There's
a
way
love
more.
thing. If I get to the love
the only
stage-
thing that it's like it's hard is like there's a little bit of does that mean you can't have requirements? Like, are you not allowed to have requirements
Yeah,
or
but
like
that's 2 different things.
But if you get to the love,
Because we're gonna bring it up from last week.
okay,
I asked you what makes you love somebody.
right.
All your answers was something they do for you.
But essentially,
that was the thing.
if I'm giving you my love, yeah, I'm not just like everybody. Just don't just get that. So it's like, yeah, how you make me to love you. Oh wait, no, because I was thinking about this all week. Let me get my shit together. Hold
Okay,
on.
this is really a JoJo and Brit thing.
battle?
So we're gonna
because
sit on the
I'm on the
sideline.
opposite end of it. If I love somebody, why do I love this person? I'm not gonna say I love this person because I like to see them happy. Of course I like, that's not why I love you though. Why I love you is how you show up for me. That's why I love you. Now, me loving you is going to cause me to do certain things to make you love me.
That's what I'm saying. It's conditions.
Huh? That's not a condition.
Yeah, it is.
That is not a condition.
Yeah, it is.
Because the condition necessarily would be more so like, well, let me think. Like, I can't give an example now, but
this is okay. So I think the thing with the conditional thing with men and women is, if a man is like I said last week, a man is coming in and y'all meet for the first time, and it's like, oh,
we meet for the first time.
The first time,
okay,
and it's just like women don't. I think the condition comes when women don't even give a man a shot. A man will take a woman how she is. A man will take you exactly. Like if he meets you and he like, sometimes guys look at you like, they'll see stuff. Like if I go outside like this and Kim might go outside like that and we think we look like shit, a man gonna look at you and be like, what's your name? Like they might look at you for like your appearance. And I'm like, ew, I don't even look that good today, but he still get to know you. What's your name? Oh, you do insurance? You do self-truck insurance? And I say she didn't. Oh, no, I live at home with my mom right now. Like I'm just in between. I'm just trying to find myself. He gonna still take it upon himself to be like, well, look, I'm trying to get to know you. He'll build her up. Now, vice versa, a woman meet a man and he's like, yo, I live at home with my mom's right now. I'm in between jobs. I don't really got it right now. A girl is like, oh, no, it's too much. Too much work.
Which I agree with, but that is not a definition of love or conditional or unconditional.
But you can't even get there because you are already, like, a man. My thing
now we're talking about standards.
I don't even, but you'll never get to, like, you'll never get to love somebody unconditional if you already not even trying to, like,
not true.
Get to know somebody.
Not true.
You work at McDonald's.
Not true. That is 100% not true. To get to a stage of love, there needs to be an attraction. There needs to be dating. There needs to be things that go on for us to build a love bond. So from the rip, if I'm not interested in you or you don't meet certain standards or requirements I have for myself, that doesn't mean that I cannot love unconditionally. You're just not even the person for me to even try that with.
See, that and that's okay.
Huh?
That I don't agree with.
Okay.
Because you could love someone without having nothing with them. You get me?
That's true.
Unconditional love?
Yeah.
What do you mean you can love
in a romantic way?
Like, I have requirements, right? But say me and you don't meet my requirements, I can still have all the love in the world for you.
You can have love for me,
we're not going to be together.
You can definitely have love for me.
But it could be unconditional love. That is unconditional love. You get me? Because if you're not doing nothing for me, but I still love you, that's unconditionally.
But then why do you love this person? If they're doing nothing for you.
For the person they are, that's what I'm saying.
So they are doing something for you.
No, I love people for who they are.
That's like for who they are. So that's like me saying like you, right? The qualities like I might love about you is that you're extremely loving, like your personality, you're bubbly, you're hardworking. All those things have nothing to do with what you pour into me. You being hardworking and you being loving, although yes, I get to receive the love that you being bubbly and having a good personality, that's all you traits. But I love you for it.
But you love me for my traits. Essentially, at some point, those things will
But I don't love
you
because you have like you own your own salon or.
But that's the thing. I never said I would love somebody because it's like, because he's a business owner and because he drives a nice car and things like that. And I think that's kind of where it's being taken out of context, where it's just like it has nothing to do with tangible things that you can do for me. That's for you.
It's not. We're not talking about materials. It was more the point of everything they pour into you. You get me?
But when
I think she explained it perfectly.
But Kim pours into me without just being herself. If Kim was a shit person, it was one of those things where it's like, no, I couldn't love her unconditionally. Like that affects me. The type of person she is affects me.
Right.
The person she is, knowing she does have a good heart, knowing she does want to be a better person. Those are not things that directly correlate with me. But it's like I'll do anything for her. Huh?
Last week you wasn't saying that.
Last week.
Because
last week you was talking about only about what they pour into you.
But she does pour into me being the person that she is.
That she's saying that people's traits are what pour into her. Like although I have these qualities and I'm not changing to be better for her, I wake up every day trying to be a different person.
Nah, but I'm bringing up what we talked about last week.
But
everything was what they're bringing just to you. You got me like everything.
But it wasn't. But when I said that, it wasn't like material things. Well, literally, what I said last week is how you pour into me. That's what I said. Now, if we want to do a deep dive on what that means, we can. But I never said anything about anything materialistic.
Because I love people that they not in my life. They not pouring nothing into me. And I will always have a unconditional love for them.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, there's people I haven't talked to in like 2-3 years. If they call me right now, I'm there. Like, no question, nothing. I
talk to, I don't know, everybody that gets my love, I talk to. Like, we have a relationship. Anybody I haven't spoken to 2 or 3. All right, for example, I have a childhood best friend. We haven't spoken in years. I even call her that just because. We haven't spoken in years. If she was to call me tomorrow and be like, I'm down bad, or like, I need you to come get me, I'm going to go. I'm going to go because we have history. I'm going to go because I do have love for her. I can't put conditions on it. Like, I can't be like, oh, we ain't talking 5 years, blah, blah, blah. But that's from a history. Like, that person just has a spot in my heart always. So, I don't know.
So I was asking, I'd also asked multiple people. So I asked majority of men. Giovanni asked majority of women. So I asked a guy, and he was like, I absolutely believe that men love unconditionally and women love with conditions. There was a story, I think they said it on the radio, that this girl, her and her man met her, kind of goes back to what you said. Her and her man started dating. She really had nothing going on for herself. He was trapping, and he was always outside. He put her to school. She became a nurse. So he was holding down the household, sent her to school. She ended up becoming a nurse. Now she's a nurse. She's making all this money, and she wants to leave him because he's not progressing in life. So they was like, well, he built you up. Like, whatever he was doing wasn't an issue when he was sending you to school and he was doing X, Y, and Z. But now you're in a better position. So now it's fuck what he's doing. Which I can see where, because then I also saw a video where it was like, it's a contract. Like, people are taking relationships as contracts. Like, if we're going to say, like, we're going to be together because you have this certain job and X, Y, and Z. She's like, that's like if my wife comes home and says, like, I no longer want to be a lawyer, and I leave her because I'm essentially with you because you're a lawyer. Yeah, we watched it together.
We did? Because it sounded like deja vu.
Yeah, we all watched it together. But Dr. Umar. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bitch, say that. I'm like, this sounds so familiar. Yeah. You showed it to us.
Because I'm like,
I heard this. I'm like, I heard this. Okay, yeah.
Right. Okay.
He's like, so people put conditions on love when love is supposed to be unconditional. Like, if my wife, whatever, and I leave her because she wants to leave her job because, what do you mean you no longer want to be a lawyer? I had a contract that says, I will be with you because you're a lawyer, versus I'm going to be with you no matter what job you have or whatever it looks like.
But that's the thing. That's the difference between falling in love with traits of a person and then falling in love with a person. Like, if somebody is like, I just fell in love with her because she was so ambitious, and she was going through school. She was doing the school, working, doing this, that, and the third, and I just love that about her. All right, what if she don't want to grind like that no more? You not going to love her anymore? That's conditional love. Because if you fall out of love...
Do you believe in that?
Huh?
Do you think that's true?
What?
Like, would you do that?
If I fall in love with certain things and you change them, no.
You would stay with them?
Though.
People change, and it's just
you say you would stay with them?
I would stay.
That's cap.
I would.
Because bring up 2 episodes ago about the guy who gained 50 pounds. Y'all all said y'all leaving.
No, I didn't say I was.
No, we didn't. We said that.
You said you was leaving because he's not motivated and shit.
No, we said why is she feeling like that? And I said that I think she's becoming turned off.
And you said that's why people leave.
Yeah, that's definitely why people have left.
But he's just not motivated no more.
But then I asked another man, the one man that says, I don't think that's true. He was like, because he was like, if you cheat on a man, we can't take it, but women get cheated on all the time, and we stay for, like, women stay forever. And he was like, and then he was like, men leave when their girl no longer is attractive.
I've seen I don't even know if it's a podcast. Where
They even leave them niggas stray.
They say a lot of guys. I read it was like a Facebook post, and they was like a lot of guys don't say it, but when their wife or girlfriend becomes pregnant, they are like completely unattracted. Like that's when they start to fall out. That's when it starts to fizzle for men. They're like no longer attracted to the woman when she's pregnant,
which is such a vulnerable
place for yeah. So it's just like I do the looks and stuff like that, the weight gain and motivation. I think that do play a part. I didn't say I would leave. I don't recall saying that I would leave in that episode with the guy and the wife.
I didn't say I'm out.
Yeah, I don't think I said I'm out.
I definitely feel like I've been in situations this is very honest. I definitely feel like I've been in situations and I left for something like that.
For what? Motivation and stuff? I mean, it's easy. It's very relationships. Period are hard. So it's just like soon as something. Going gets tough.
I think there was more to it, but I think that was like
it played a big part.
It played a big part. Yeah. Like he no longer, and I told him, I said, you just didn't have that spark in you anymore, and it called. But also, when he lost the spark, he ended up having like a resentment towards me. So he became very mean. So that was really essentially why I left. But him losing his spark was one of those things, like it started making things like dwindle.
I do think that men love unconditionally though. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because like I just don't feel like girls are gonna give guys the same opportunity, even if it goes back to standards. Girls are not giving guys the same. Like we're not starting at the same. We might be finishing at the same place, but we're not starting at the same line with men. Sometimes you know how like when you look at a racetrack and it's like the starting thing is here, and it's there. Mm-hmm. Men are starting back here.
You think that goes based off options though?
I don't know. All right, so this is what I'll say. So
what do you mean based
so
off
say
options?
You meet somebody,
you
right?
Know how like
they say women go for what men go for what they can have and women go for what they want.
This. So you think that's why it's harder for a woman to love unconditionally because there's so many.
I think
she has so many more picks than a man. So a man is more like, I'm gonna appreciate what I have.
Too. They always say that.
So okay.
And a woman's like, why would I appreciate this when
I could get
all this other shit is?
I've heard a guy say before, like
I don't know if that's true.
I dated a guy who said it's so much harder for me than it is for you. He said, you could go outside right now. A man is going to take care of you. A man is going to pay for everything. He's going to get your nails done. He says, it's possible for you to find somebody to do everything for you. He said, I got to get up every single day and grind just to make sure like I'm good for myself. My kid is good. And if I got a girl, she good. Because if I'm not good, she's going to leave. She's going to leave and she's going to go out and find somebody else to do it.
You said do what?
You think that plays a part in unconditional? Because
I think men feel that way because of that.
And a man, once they get that, they gonna always cherish it. You get me?
How do you a man? You tell us. I feel like men, a lot of when he said that to me, I'm like, that's not true. Like he's like, no. If I got fucked up today, you might stick around, but it's a chance that you go outside and you find somebody who, when they be like, find a minute, I could come potential. You might find somebody who already got their shit together, so it's easier for a girl to just fuck with somebody who already established. They got their shit together. You don't got to deal with me. I'm in my head. Like, I always got to stay on my toes, basically. Like, he feels like he always has to stay on his toes.
In my last situation, when I said he became like, he had this hatred for me, I was bartending at the time, so he used to say things like, bro, like, we going through all this, and you going outside, you're meeting a bunch of guys who have more than me.
Insecure.
And
they're
loud
and proud.
They're
insecure.
They're showing you everything you want to see. Like, I got to battle with the fact that you can leave me at any given second.
Damn.
Because things are, you can get whoever
that makes
you want.
me feel like men are more insecure than women, which is why they love unconditionally, though.
No, see, no. Because even what you just said, your whole situation, you going outside, you get into it, he fucked up, and you was still in your relationship. You was still trying to make that shit work. You was still pouring into him. Until it got to a point where it's just like, it just got volatile for y'all. But if you literally, Shanice, she was around for the last relationship. Yeah, all right. Look at the relationship, right? You know what they went through.
But
JoJo, you was there.
She wasn't there the whole thing. She saw the end.
You know what they went through. Kim was trying to get up and like do her thing because his thing was fucked up. So she trying to do the thing. This was their apartment.
I see what you're saying. Though,
she stayed.
Like,
she stayed.
All like I totally get what you're saying. I just feel like for men, it's just like they feel like I'm not a man, so I can't completely speak on it. But talking to men, I feel like men feel like they love. This is Chris Rock's fault because he's the one who said this. Only men and women are loved unconditionally. Men are loved.
Women and children.
Only women and children are loved with unconditionally, but men are loved under the pretense that they provide something.
I feel like if that is what you bring, if that's what you lead with, then yes, that expectation is going to be there. 100%.
I think I say that because it's like, okay, if I met somebody, right? Like I'm sitting in the park or whatever and somebody came and sat next to me and we vibe. We just talking like, oh, hi, you just meet somebody. I just hit it off yo, like shit is just so cool. Like let's exchange numbers. Then I get home and we're texting and now I find out that you live at home with your mom as a woman. Oh, he lives at home with his mom. Oh my God, he has a kid. Oh my God, like he works at, I'm not going to say a job. I don't want anybody to get offended. He works at this like minimum wage job. And it's just like, I don't know if I could deal with that right now. I think that's how women come off. Like, yeah, we kicked, like we hit it off when we first met. Crazy. The vibe was great. But some women, these other circumstances were just like, I don't know. Like maybe we could be friends.
But that's not an unconditional love thing.
But it will never get there is my thing. It won't get there because women look at men and be like, oh no, this is too much for me. As opposed to a man like, nah, I fuck with her vibe. Like, she mad cool. Like, I'm gonna see where it go.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
She's saying, like...
No, I get it.
It'll never get to unconditional because women be like, no, not doing
they won't even get the chance to love somebody.
Yeah, you'll never get the chance.
Them.
Women they don't even see, like, past that. So, like, a man will see a woman and be like, damn, she fucked up right now. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna still fuck with her. Yeah, and they'll be vibing for 6, 7, 8 months and then... whatever, like her shit might change. Now he was able to see that. A woman will never get to see a man's potential and his growth because they cut it off right then and there. Boom.
I don't think
it's like, oh, you got a good job. Oh, all right, I'm gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna talk to him. Now you're gonna get to know him, and it's just like not based off what he could do for you, but it's like his shit is already together. Oh, he got a good job. Oh, he's in school. Oh, he don't have no kids. Oh, he got his own place. Fuck it. Like the conversation was good. Let's keep it going. Now I know what's going on with you. It's like, oh, you live at home and all that? Like, nah, I'm not even about to talk to him. That's how women come off. A lot. 90% of women come
See, I think 90 is pretty high.
I think a lot.
I think 90 is pretty high. Do I agree with you? Yes, I do. But I think 90 is very, very high.
What would you say the percentages of women who do stuff like that? Because I'll say I'm in the 10 percentile.
There's millions of us.
I'll say I'm in the 10 percentile. Like,
because if I look at my other friend group, right, outside of y'all, if I look at my other friend group and look at their love stories, everybody wasn't always potential. Like, everybody's husband didn't come potential, but that's their husband, at this point. Or even their boyfriend, or maybe even ex-boyfriend. But they've gotten to the stage where it was just like, they've gotten in relationships as a man was building, grinding, figuring some things out. And it's one of those things, I think it's one of those where it's just like, one, where you are in life as a woman and what you're interested in dealing with. And I can't fault any woman for what she is not dealing with. Also, what is your purpose? Because if your purpose is to, like, settle down, you might want somebody that got their shit together and be ready to
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
So, like, see, like, with me, right? I definitely don't.
Oh, it took me a while to get there, but I got there. Oh, I'm gonna look at Britt this whole time.
All right, come on, be
I'm
fucking
here.
for real.
I'm here.
Oh, she's
I'm
being
back.
very for real.
I'm back.
I don't always look at somebody's what they have. Sometimes it might be a downfall, but I don't always look at what people have. I oftentimes see a lot of potential in people. Like how Shanice said, like, I fuck with their vibe. Like, I fuck with them as a person. And I sometimes see qualities in them I don't even think they see in themselves. And I'm willing to build with that. You get me? But I'm the opposite side. And the people that I stopped fucking with, it wasn't because what you got going on. I could have dealt with that. It was, all right, in other words, I'm kind of settling in all these areas. You could show up better in these. Like, if I'm going to settle in the fact that you don't got this going on, but now you want me to settle on my standards of how you treat me too, We can't do that. So although I got love for you as a person and how you are, I also got to realize, like, this can't be for me. Like, because I can't pour into you and love you unconditionally and you aren't doing the same.
Word. Like, your circumstances got you treating me a certain way.
I think Kim is a really good example.
Me?
Yeah, you are a really good example.
If I could only tell you.
I'm in the trenches with you,
Yeah,
and
but
you
you're a little
treating
bit
me
of
like
different
shit.
story.
Why am I a different story?
That's your brother, Taylor.
you
Yeah, that's
like-
crazy. That's why. Why?
Yeah, how am I a different story?
Well, like now you're different, but like most of your life, you liked people who depended on you. Like you liked bums. It's been weird.
Oh, yeah!
JoJo on the mind.
Like nah, you changed now. Like,
B-U-M-S, bums.
like
Yes.
Yo, not
That's
you
my
like
guy. I do
bums
JoJo
having
show
a
up.
life.
but you talked about that. Like, you
she's a
you used to
fixer.
like people who depend on you.
Fix
Yeah,
the
no,
rappers.
she's a
Call her
fixer.
a real estate investor.
Period. No, I did, but that was a me thing. I used to want to be with people who needed me, because if you needed me, you can't leave me. And
Yeah.
I had
I'm saying you changed now, but
I
like,
had a fear. Yeah, of course.
Hallelujah.
most of your life you was like that. So that
I
you
had a
can't really.
Love JoJo with the mic, I swear. You said you love bums.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely had a fear of abandonment. So subconsciously, you just attract people who need you, and they're like leeches. But I'm definitely a great example for this, because I definitely love unconditionally and not what somebody has.
So that's a good example for like you like knowing who you are as a person and why you do. That's why I feel that way about the girl in the storage unit. She probably like felt like, oh my God, like we could probably be something together. Like I went through this and he's going through that, and like she's probably so naive to what's really happening that she's willing to live in a storage unit.
I mean, even if it is naivete, like, it's one of those things, she still has this idea where it's just like, I'm going to stick it out with this guy, and this is our circumstances now. And, you know, we might look back on this in 2 years and laugh and be like, remember when we was homeless and now we're not? Like, it kind of goes also back to a picture. She may have it in her head, like, she might picture her life with him. And
But I feel like a
We were
lot of
willing to
people
put us on Front Street and record for a social.
But that's selfish, and that's why I'm like, no, I feel like women do love more unconditionally than men. Like, you literally put us in our circumstances on social media for whatever reason.
Nah, we can't
got
use
us
that.
evicted, huh?
Can't use that.
Not evicted from the storage.
You got us kicked
'Cause I
out the
think it's
storage
more likely
unit.
that girls put their business out there than men.
What, in general?
Yeah.
No, in this situation, all right. And I'm gonna come
But
back
in
to
this
that.
situation, and more likely, is two different things.
What do you mean?
Because you're
he's
saying,
saying
like,
that girls more likely put their business on social media versus the man.
yeah.
I ain't never see no girl put herself homeless on social media. They'll put
Nah, but what about-
they'll argue like stuff like that. Ghetto
Exactly.
stuff.
That's the same shit. You putting your business out there. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of men who do that corny shit nowadays.
Yeah.
But more likely, it's a woman. It's a woman who does that. What about even when people break up and a woman go online is, oh, he used to do this, and I dealt with this, and they put everything out there.
Unless you're me.
See, I just don't, and I don't think you're wrong. I don't disagree. It's just like, sir, I don't know. Sir, I like certain things just don't be in my little world. I see it, but it's just like I don't count that as the majority. Let me say that. I don't
that's
count
the
that as
thing,
the
like,
majority.
The majority is right. The majority of women do put all their business on social media.
Even if it's a sub.
Yeah, like
Like, oh, we know she's
majority-
Even if
her
it's
man
not
is cheating.
relationship shit, like family shit, friendship, like
look at Cardi B.
Fair enough.
most
terrible.
girls
Fair
put
enough.
like their whole shit out there.
Fair enough.
I don't agree with that.
I don't
Men
agree with it
or
either.
women, like, go live your own life. Don't post none of that shit.
No, I agree with it. I agree with that. I feel like women are more emotional and quicker to run to social media to get reactions, whether it's like,
Even on social media, even just talking about it openly to other people.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. And
like
that's
most shit I go through, I'm gonna take.
But
it
I
by
feel like
myself.
that's all exactly, and that's most men. Like if me and my man are fighting, he's not gonna go to his group chat and be like,
He might go to the group chat.
No,
he ain't gonna go on his Instagram page.
Yeah,
he gonna be like, yo, me and my girl going through, like.
He is.
Like, this bitch.
A lot. I go to the group chat. When I used to go through phones, I used to go straight to the group chat. Everything about me was in the group chat. Everything about me was in the group chat. And that's kind of one of the things where I was just like, I would have to say, like, stop telling your friends my business. And it's like, I don't tell them, when you go to your friends, I don't. I really don't tell my friends certain things that we go through unless it's like about to be over for real, because now they're depicting you in a certain light because I've already told them, like, this nigga didn't move his socks this morning. Oh, he pissed me off last night. It's like, God damn, girl, why you with him if he keep doing? So I don't do that. I don't run a hate train on my man to my friends because it just doesn't make sense. And I felt like he was running a hate train on me in his group chat. So men definitely run to the group chat. I've seen it, so that's why I'm saying that. I don't know if all men do it.
I feel like I do that, and I do that very often. Like,
because it gives your friends ammo to hate that person.
Yeah, like,
I could honestly say me and my friends don't talk about what be going on. The most will be like, yo, this bitch tripping. But like,
Right.
Leave it
I
at
was
that.
tripping a lot.
But see, that's the thing. I feel like oftentimes, okay, it's a difference between going to your group chat to vent and have like your perspective, like, you know, this happened, but
right.
Now, if you going to shit on him as if you're gossiping about another nigga, like, this is your dude. You know, you're talking about your dude, the one that you like lay next to when we get off the phone and be like, hey, bae, you're gossiping about him, and then you want me to be like, what's up, bro? Like, no, it's a big difference.
like, I do that.
Yeah, I don't do that until like when me and the person I was dating, we like separated for real. People were like, you lying. I'm like, no, we really did. Like, oh my God, everything was just so good with you. I was like, everything wasn't good, but I never like ran and told all my business because I believe like it's just gonna have y'all looking like, oh, she's still with him. Oh, he did that. Oh, he did that. Now I did have people to vent to privately, but I didn't run it to every. Like, I didn't have a social media in my phone. Like, and my text messages wasn't my social media. Like, let's be honest, we've all posted a sub about our dude. Like, we all posted a sub. So it's just like I didn't run through my text messages like just talking shit because it's just like, oh, you back with him, oh, you doing this, oh, you like, it just doesn't make sense to me to do that.
You can't shit on the person you in partnership with. Like, you just can't do it. It's one thing if they piss you off and like you having girl talk is one thing. Yeah. But to be out here like talking down.
There's a fine line between girl talk and shitting on your partner.
Yeah. And I just can't get in bed with shitting on your partner. Yeah. Sorry. Like, that's not fair. Yeah.
You don't, because it ruined it. Because now your friends, like, your friends don't love him like you do. You get me? So they gonna only keep the bad stuff in their brain.
Right. So
say y'all do end up working it out. They just not gonna fuck with them because it's like all they can think about is all the bad shit you told them.
Like he a dog.
Because you'll tell them more bad shit than the good shit. So to them, they just keep stacking that.
It's true. It's one time Kim had told me something. I came in here and I had an attitude like, "Oh, what's up?" I was like, you remember that? I was like, and I was just like, "Yo, you can't be that person. Can't be that person." She's talking. She's like confiding in me in something that she feels. Like, she chose me to tell like what was going on or whatever the case may be. Like, yeah, I'm upset, but I can't, like, if this is her person, it's who she chose, then I gotta respect that.
I had that conversation with her too. I was like, I'm trying to support you. I'm trying to get out of my feelings. You know, like, I'm really trying. But I've also like learned in many relationships, friendships, whatever, it's just like I'm never going to get more mad than the person that's in the situation. In the situation. So at the end of the day, if you still decide to be with this person, and you my friend, all right, we with this person. No matter how much of a shit person they are, you have to deal with it. So what am I getting upset for? You know, like I may not agree, but it's also I'm not in the situation. So okay. And having friends that are married, you learn like some people look at marriage and it's just like, no, like this is my person and no matter what, I'm with them. And it's like, well, if you're not mad, I can't be mad. Like, okay, I'm not in this union, I'm not in this partnership. So let me stay in my lane.
Married friends are so much different. It's so different. I have a friend that's married and we were pregnant at the same time. And like, you know, our kids are literally like 2 weeks apart. So it was just like, we were like talk on the phone and it's just like, well, this and this and this and that is happening. Mind you, he's a guy. So I'm getting a male's perspective. And I'm like, this is happening and our relationship is so strained. And it's like me and my son's father did not work out. And he was going through the same thing, but he had to fight because he was married.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth losing his wife over the minuscule things that was happening. And we went through literally the same thing. And I'm like, when I spoke to him, I was like, I can't believe like this married man, I'm thinking everything is just like so good. And he's like, no, I'm literally going through that too. And it's just like, here you have a boyfriend and girlfriend and then a married couple. It is so
But yeah,
different.
I was having that conversation. Somebody at the bar was actually telling me, he was like, you know, the same thing you're going to leave for because you feel like you deserve more. He's like, we have those same arguments. He was like, but do you know how much we have to go through to break up? He's like, we can't just leave each other.
Right.
He's like, there's paperwork. There's like, you got to pay to break up. We going to make this work.
Yeah.
Like, we going to, because
It's
in
just not worth
union, like, yeah, it's not worth it.
When you really look at what the issues or the problems are, especially if you've been with somebody for a long time, you do realize, like, this shit is stupid. We're not listening to each other. We're not talking. We're not being honest. We're not being transparent. And the only way, though, that'll work is if both people want it to work. If you got somebody that wants to work and the other one that don't, then it'll never work. But if you got two people that's, like, committed to each other and you really look at the problems, we could solve this.
Yeah.
You know?
Agree.
So
Totally agree.
and,
I want to
you
go
know,
back to the unconditional love.
I was about to say, and being
Nah.
able to solve it, that's unconditional
Nah.
love, baby.
I agree.
I want to give what's the word?
Oh my god.
Like a heads up. I don't agree that men should be fucked up in life though either. You get me?
Yeah.
Like this is just a sidebar.
No, I
Like as a
fucked up in
man,
life.
no matter what you're going through, you gotta get up. You gotta provide. You get me? Like all that.
Jojo
Even though I do
White.
believe men love unconditionally,
Yeah.
a man shouldn't have an excuse for being fucked up in life.
I
You get
also
me?
feel like certain men, not all men, I feel like certain men have this idea of love equals you got to go through hell and the trenches with me so I can see that you're a ride or die, and that equals unconditional love. And I feel like
I
it's
think you could just see it in people though.
I feel like it's this false narrative that's been placed upon people.
Yep.
That, oh, like, we gotta be right. Even how you said with the girl with the storage unit, she has this picture. A picture oftentimes is, I gotta be a ride or die bitch, and I gotta go through the worst of the worst to prove to this man that I'm gonna stick beside him and I love him. And
He will see.
and he will see it. If a man really loves you, I don't think he will ever want y'all to be in a situation. Unfortunately, sometimes life does happen, but is he gonna bring it to social media, or is he really gonna try to get you out of it?
I agree
You
with
get
you
me?
wholeheartedly. I do feel like men think you're supposed to like get in the but I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times too, guys be like they'll forever be grateful and love the girl who stuck it out with them, but then they leave. Oh damn. Shit.
Girl, you
I just put my foot in my mouth.
nerve hit. Boom. Yes,
foot in my
100%.
Because they say, like, when you get
That
out
door
of that,
open up, the
they
floodgates
say
open.
when you
the
get
options
out of
open.
when they get
Out.
out of that, they are no longer the man that was in that.
No.
So they don't even view you the
There's
same.
this couple on Instagram, and I know they be like, you shouldn't be looking at couples like relationship goals. They are workout. What is this called? I gotta know their name. They've been together since I think high school, and they have 2 kids together, and I just know, like, it looks like flowers and daisies, but I know they've been together for so long. It's no fucking way.
Right, exactly.
But they love, like, but you could just tell, like, they held each other down through it. Or, like, I literally look at them and I'll be like, they are so fucking cute. So cute. It's
I
like
agree with the first part you said.
workout.
Men definitely do like always appreciate people who's.
I agree. I know they.
I don't agree
definitely
with the
always-
leaving them when you up. Like that's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but it happens often.
often.
This man, like Kim was saying it, she was like, now he's blossomed, right? His options open up. So you've been here, you seen him at his worst or whatever, and the noble
now they're
thing to
turned
do,
off by it.
yeah, the noble thing to do is to be like, nah, she held me down, like, babe, we up. No, at some point he up, and now his options open, and then now he might want to
That's
explore.
like an insecure thing.
Mrs. 2-week workout and Mr. 2-week workout.
I do not know these people.
Look at look.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
They
Period.
are so freaking cute.
But you made a point where you said, I know they've been through some shit.
They
probably
been through
so.
some shit.
And they was
Yeah,
like,
you
we
can
gonna
tell.
make this work.
I think he used to be outside.
Oh, look. The video that made me say, like, they've been through some shit. And then they just up together now, like.
I know they probably like, well, what the fuck they looking at? We gonna try to stitch this.
Mrs. 2-week workout. I just really, like, I admire
And if
them.
y'all watching, hey,
But I really, like, I admire their, like, because that little slide right there, and just go to their page, you'll see it. That little slide right there from high school, it was like, damn. There's no way anybody is together for that long and ain't.
But that's like DJ Envy and his wife.
They've been through some shit.
they've been through some shit.
They've been
That's
through some
publicly.
shit.
though.
They've been
Uh-huh.
But they shit was
That's
publicly.
any. You have to like.
But that's
Your
the
life
thing.
not
It's
gonna
not
be
even
perfect
about
for
not
20
going
years,
through
you know?
shit. And that's why it's how, you know, kind of how Shanice was saying, like, I could meet you and you might be living with your mom and you might be a little fucked up. And a lot of us completely mark it off. But if you're living with your mom, this is the difference between people, right? If you living with your mom and you're using it as an excuse and a crutch, that's a trait.
My mama living with me.
Like, I moved her in.
Can't nobody say nothing serious with these
My mama
people.
Yo.
If you living with your mom and I see you get up at 5 a.m. every day, you might be fucked up, but you also have a different type of mind. You get me? Like,
That just
You
make
trying
you
to
wanna,
get out of your
that make you
situation.
just want to, like, pour into somebody.
Right.
Yes, like, I
As
see
a
you
woman.
trying.
Right.
I see
As
you
a woman.
trying.
I see you trying.
and
Okay.
like,
QLMA. That's my song.
so it's like you got to see qualities, and that's the
I
problem.
agree.
Like, yeah, you could be working at, I don't know,
At
Wendy's, like
Arby's.
You can be working anywhere, but if say for me, for example, I was a waitress. I had no career. I had nothing. But I also, that's like if I was a waitress and I was doing it to pay for school. You're not going to be with me because I'm a waitress and
Right.
I'm really just trying to better myself.
Right.
Like, you get me?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you might work at Wendy's, but are you doing it for a
But
bigger picture?
I think that's my point right there. Like,
What?
you might be a waitress. Are you not gonna fuck? No, a man is still gonna fuck with her regardless. Waitress, whatever. Now, a man might not fuck with a stripper or guys really, like, sometimes they don't. They just don't want to fuck
That's a
with strippers.
different thing. Though.
Yeah, it's a different thing. But
That's
like
just
a
you
waitress
don't
and
have
stuff,
respect for yourself.
right?
It's not only that, and I think that with the stripper thing is more so in the sense of, and I won't say it's an insecurity thing. I think it's more so, it doesn't matter what generation we live in. A man does not want a woman that is for everybody.
Accessible.
Sexualizing
Yeah,
herself.
I was talking
Yeah.
to this with my boy last week.
Men don't like women that have accessibility.
Even like how girls dress nowadays, like no one want that shit. You get me? Like, you see the girls, they in the club with like lingerie and shit. Like, people might fuck you. You get me? Like, they gonna try to fuck you, but no man respects you like that. You get me? Like,
Yeah, I'm a little bit thrown these days off of like the podcast, not the podcast, the street. What do they call the street talk when they be out there with the mic and they doing
public
that?
interview.
Yeah, like street talk.
The street talk now. Like a lot of the surveys and stuff that they're taking, I'm taken back by the response to a lot of it. Cause it's like, did you see the recent one when it was just like, do you think they interviewed the girls and it was like, do you think men like natural or BBL?
And
they
all
asked
girls
all the guys,
said-
all the girls said BBL, and then they asked the guys. The guy was like natural. Like shit like that is like I'm like taken back by it.
It is a science and it's a hill that I will die on when it comes to women sexualizing themselves, right? So we were in an era or are in an era where women have sexualized themselves to get attention or more attention of men, hoping that now they pay attention to me, you get to know me. Because at the end of the day, you want the dude to know you, to like you, to be with you. However, if you draw them in with sex, they are going to know you for sex and want you for sex. And then it's just like surprising when it's just like, nah, I can't take you seriously, or I would never take something like that seriously because you present sex. All I want is sex. You could be a bomb ass bitch, but you drew me in with sex and I want sex. So I don't care about the other parts. And it's like when it comes to a man actually thinking about a wife, because we can say all this stuff, but I do not believe that most men don't aspire to marriage. I think they do. And when they think about a wife, oftentimes they are not thinking about a sexual object. They want sex from their wife, but like somebody that has sexualized themselves, they're not going to necessarily always take them serious.
Right.
And I think also to the BBL and natural thing, I think a lot of it now is we live in a generation where we all can be honest, like the girls with the BBLs and you look a certain way, you getting flown out, your bills is getting paid, you're in hella designer, you're in this, that, and the third. So women feel like if I do this, that gets me that.
Yeah, but they don't
But that's
know
a
the
small percentage.
but they don't know the deeper behind that. We was talking
Right.
about this too. All right, say you take a millionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he buy you a $3,000 bag, and you fucking him now for the bag. That $3,000 is nothing to him.
Nothing.
That's throwaway money.
Right.
You throwing away everything for. He's giving you crumbs of what he has. You know what I mean?
That is
But a girl would think she's winning because
Yep.
he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that. Not knowing that is nothing to him.
Not really
you
an
know what I mean?
investment to him. It's
that
more
is
like
literally
Yeah.
the upper echelon of
ticket.
crumbs.
yeah,
Like he's like, I could get whatever I want for $3,000 when I got 10 million. Like,
kind of like Floyd and his fleet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That shit don't mean nothing to him. Floyd will take a girl who looks very average and build her up just because he see it like, oh, it don't cost nothing. Like he just invested into a plastic surgery thing now, building. Like it's just like that shit means nothing. That little $3,000 bag, that little trip to Turks, that's a write off. Like
And you know,
you're a write off.
And every time that, like, you know what you're paying for.
Right.
Like, you're paying with your respect. You're paying with your self-worth. You're paying all these things for those things. And at the end of the day, genuinely what most of these girls are seeking is just love. And it's like, but babe, like, it's not.
But I also, and I'll disagree with that, I don't feel like those girls are looking for love.
Kim, we're women. Deep down inside, you know bitches is looking for love. Like, yeah, you could pad it with trips and bags and shoes and everything like that. But
in one way or another.
yeah.
It just
It's
so
just
happened if you find it in one of them ballers.
The society
then,
is so fucked up that everyone's love is different nowadays. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people think gifts and all that is love. Like they love me.
But it's
And some
even
people
how
feel
Brittany
empty.
said.
You have a shit ton of gifts and you feel empty.
Yup.
Sorry, y'all. This ice got me.
remember the girls
People
had a
need
name.
God and they love you.
But it's even what Brittany said, like, no matter what men is trying to say, like, all men aspire to marriage. Like, it doesn't matter what generation we live in. Men still view marriage as what it used to be back in the day. Like, they're still looking for girls that, and everybody says it, a man wants a girl like their mom. Like,
It's just hard to find.
Needle in a haystack, my guy.
Because I feel like going back to how people dress and shit. Like I think a lot of women, they so big on like, it's my body and like I should be proud and all this that they going to the furthest extent to prove that. You know what I mean? Like, so you going out half naked just to prove that like I can do whatever I want, not knowing like it's coming back to you. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Or it's even like men that like lead with money, like you going to the furthest extent to prove something, not knowing you look corny.
Right.
yeah.
Agreed.
Right. You lead with money. You get a girl and she see that you a cornball. You have no personality. Like all you got to offer is like what? Like dick and dollars?
Somebody
No.
was just telling me the story the other day. This guy, big scammer. He had like stupid money, whatever, met a girl. Same thing. Met a girl, was taking care of her. The girl got pregnant. Like everything else, fast money also goes fast. He became popped. She left him with the baby.
I'm not surprised.
But it all works in a circle. Like you literally have the girls that makes themselves look better, so they have more opportunities or options. And then you have the guys that start making more money that gives them access to more resources. So it's literally just like a circle. Like, okay, like, well, now I look better so I can get these guys. And I have more money so I can get these girls. But at the end of the day, like, it's just empty. You're chasing the money. You're chasing the sex. You're chasing the money. You're chasing the
all
sex.
these people fuck the same people.
Yeah. It's literally a fucking circle. So
And that's why when they meet a down ass bitch like me,
up and stuck.
they be like, oh goddamn.
Up
Oh,
and
bitch,
stuck.
you're funny.
Where you
You
going?
cool. You made me laugh. Like,
Yo,
You got a little personality.
Wow.
Oh my
we
God.
be here and these guys, it's like,
oh, leave.
bitches don't make y'all laugh. Like, Y'all really don't be
like,
kinky,
lighten
nothing. Like
guys who's used to a certain kind of girl, they get around girls like regular girl. I'm gonna call myself a regular girl. You know, a regular girl, and they be like, "Oh, bitch, you funny.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you got something to talk about. Oh, you fun.
You got a brain cell.
Then they want to talk to you all day long. Regular, it's like, oh, baby, I got stuff to do.
because even if
Like-
you came here on some sexualizing shit and you was just trying to, it's like, bro, no matter what, that's not what this is gonna be. I'm never gonna give that off. And I said that a million times. Like, I've never got fucked on, I got fucked with. Cause it's like, even if we started on some like, we just fucking with each other and it ain't that serious, it always ends up being serious because of just who I am as a person. Like, you're not about to just come here and no.
But I also like had to realize some time ago, if I want different, I gotta do different.
Yeah.
I started to show up different. I started to go different places, plant myself different.
This episode clearly lasted a very long time.
But watch it
But
all the way through.
all the way.
JoJo might just have a mic every week because
Have to.
He was very engaged.
Have
today.
to. It's like Charlie and his angels.
Right.
oh,
This-
what's that?
He said, "What's that?" It's that 21
You never
year old
seen Charlie's Angels?
Who's in it?
Who's in it?
Drew Barrymore.
And that's the movie. It was a show.
What's her name? Cameron Diaz.
Lucy Liu.
Oh my god.
You know the Destiny Child song?
I'm actually gonna
All
watch
my
that.
independent women.
All my women, independent. Throw your
I only know
hands
two
up.
Destiny Child songs.
Two.
Lord, we're not even
That's
finna
a whole
get into
nother
that.
topic.
The one with Wayne.
Are you
With
choking?
Wayne.
He like to be held like this.
Soldier. Okay, JoJo, we're gonna have
Because I like Wayne.
we're gonna have an unprovoked night where we're sitting in the house and we just
It's gonna be like history class.
I'm just gonna sit there and listen to Destiny Child.
we gonna watch.
We gonna listen to Destiny Child, watch Charlie's
We gonna
Angels.
watch Charlie's Angels.
1 and 2.
Survivor.
So yes.
Yeah. So yes, go.
So yes. Oh, my son.
I want to see
What's
Hustle
our
Girl
rapper?
trick.
Men and women, I believe, can love unconditionally. Yeah, 100%.
I just feel like a lot of love these days is contracts and it's not love.
It's very much social media driven. I tell you that all the time. I think
Very
everything
much
is
so.
social media driven.
it don't even be love.
Yeah, but love on who you want to love on. I really don't care.
Whether it's conditional or unconditional, you know,
That's
whole
your
bandwagon.
business. Just hit us up in the group inside the group chat if you need some advice though. Word. That drop. Yeah, that drop.
Period.
Yeah, we don't care.
If you
who
don't know
love.
how to love or if it is love, we'll tell you.
If you got a question, hit
If
us.
it is love, we'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean,
We
even
out
if
here
you want
struggling.
to, if you bold enough that you put it in the comments and we'll talk about it on the show. But Hustle is very excited. Them trees got him going. But hit us inside the group chat. Don't forget about that, y'all. Yeah, we didn't even do one today.
No.
Conversation was deep.
Yeah, we
got y'all
had our own inside the group chat because we was out
Y'all want to
here.
see Hustle do a trick? Go, Hustle, go.
I don't think it's gonna catch him.
Yeah,
If
go,
you
Hustle,
fly
go.
off this couch,
Oh my god, do it, Hustle, go to Uncle JoJo.
he
Tell
only
the
do it
people
for
what you want to
treat.
tell them.
He only do it for food.
He only do it for food.
We'll jump for food.
Yo, I gotta see. We're gonna put Hustle jumping.
I had the video from last week.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Tune in to the next episode.
Yes,
We
yes.
love y'all. Say
And
bye.
Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye guys.
You gonna do your peace sign?
No, next week I'm not gonna have a hat on because I'm.
Oh, we're still saying bye?
No.
Should you say bye?
Oh, I didn't say bye. I do the intro. They know I'm
Right.
saying bye.
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. Bye.
We so unhinged.